Started. Right, so good afternoon everyone and welcome. So I'm Yu Chen and I will be the instructor of quantitative methods, and let me introduce myself and this course a little bit. So you can hear me, right? Right, okay. So as you may know, that you can find all the relevant information on my personal website. And if you don't know how to find it, you just search Yu Chen's web, and then this is my website. You can see me here, and here's the teaching section, teaching tab here, and you go to the introduction to quantitative method, and you can find the syllabus and also all the lecture notes here. Okay, so let me start with the syllabus. So here's my name, and there are information like you may need. For example, like my office is in the 743, and you can email me by sending the mails to this address. And we are going to meet each other on Monday, Wednesday, Fridays until August 29th. And unfortunately, I'm going to attend some conference on these 3 dates, so I will record the pre-recorded my lectures and upload it on my personal website. So you just go to my website to watch the videos, and you don't come to the class on these 3, like 13, 20, and 20 seconds. Okay, cool. Right, and also, my office hour is 30 minutes before each classes, so you can see me in my office. And TA Chunyan, his office hour is 30 minutes after the class. Okay, right. Right. So the purpose of this course is to get you prepared for more advanced econ courses that you are going to take for your first year in the graduate school. Okay, but due to the time constraint, as you can see, we only have 10 classes during this whole August. So it is almost impossible to cover each topic in a very deep way. So the idea is that hopefully you can have a basic understanding of each topic, and that allows you to survive for your first year. Okay, so that is the purpose. Okay, and unfortunately I need to deliver the course in English, and English is not my mother tongue. So if you don't understand what I'm talking about, so please just ask me questions so that I know something I can improve. Okay. Right, and the grading. So there are only 2 grades of this course: either pass or either fail. Okay, and if you didn't pass the waiver exam, which happens last Friday, then you have to take the final exam on August 29th. Okay. And the course schedule, so we will have 9 topics. You can find the information on the syllabus. Right, and ideally we will cover each topic on each classes. So that is my plan right now, but it's subject to it depends on how smooth we are going through the course. It's going to change along the way. Right, so that is basic information of these courses. Any questions before we move on to the class? No? Yep.
May I ask the location of your office?
Our office is here. Wait a second. Here. So here. Right. No questions yet?
Please be a little bit louder.
Yeah, I will try. 会干扰到吗？不会。Yeah, then I will use microphone. Right. No questions? Okay. Right. So let's head to. Oh, so like each section will be like 3 hours, and we will have like 2 break during each. So let me put it this way. So we will have like 50 minute sections, and we'll have like 45 minute sections and like 15 minutes break between sections. So that will be roughly 3 hours for each class. Yeah, that's that. Okay, so the first topic, set theory and functions. So why do we need sets? In my point of view, okay, so this is just my point of view. So before we could answer any questions, we need to know what is the possible solution, or like possible candidate for the solutions. So that will, if we know that, we can make our conversations more, more useful, more meaningful. So for example, like if I randomly ask you like, what do you want to drink? Then the first questions come to your mind should be like, what can I choose? Okay, so the set, or like the collections of possible choices is called choice set. And once we know what is in this choice set, we can start to think about like, what do I want to drink? So that is the purpose of set. Okay. Okay. So the definitions of set is here. A set is a well-defined collections of distinct objects, and these objects are called elements or members of the set. Right. So we have some property here. For example, like there are no duplicates in each set. Okay, so if you, I think, so if you write down something like this one, say that the set A contains small a and small a, then like this doesn't make any sense according to our definitions. So in this case, we only need to keep the unique elements here. Okay, so that is the example. And the second property is that the order doesn't matter. So for example, like you have a set called, a set contains elements A and elements B here. And you write down another set called A plant contains B and A here. And these two are actually the same according to these definitions. So there's no need to distinguish between these two according to our definition. Right. Okay. The third property is that the set can be finite or infinite in size. So how to measure the size of the set? For the finite set, you can actually directly count it. So like how many elements does this set contain? You just count it. For example, like this, the size of this set will be 2 because only 2 elements there. But for the infinite set, for example, like there are so many like x1, x2, x3, dot dot dot. There are infinite elements of it, then that will be harder to measure. But we are we are going to talk about how to measure it or how to compare this kind of set later in the later sections of this lecture note. Okay, right. And finally, the set can contain any type of mathematical object, for example, like the numbers or the symbols. It can be like 1, 2, 3, A, B, C, or a function, for example, like equals to X, something like this one, or other set. For example, like we defined a set A contains 1, the element 1 here, and there's a set B can contain 8 within this set and another element 2. Yeah, this is a proper set. Okay. Okay. Right. Okay. Then, how can we write down a set? So, as I already shown you, the first way to write down a set is to use the comma or listing. I should say listing. So you just put down the left hand curly bracket first and write down the element you want to put in this set. For example, like 1 and use comma,